in the process matrix we have the time requirement for the impact of the analysis. So change request will be given, and how many times that it has been done, and the implementation of that particular new change, how much time that it is going to take. Those things are going to be the metrics for the process. Then number of times it has been asked for the change, request has been raised. So each and every change is going to be, the cost is going to increase. So that is what the metrics that it is going to be said in this. Okay. So if you are going to increase the number of requests, the declinable maintainability is going to be very difficult. So finally what we can do for this is re-engineering concept you have to adopt. Re-engineering concept. Re-engineering concept is the restructuring of the part of all the legacy systems without changing their functionality. So it is anyway that it is executing the program. Instead of correcting those things, in other way that it should get corrected. Restructuring of the, rewriting of the programs, part of the programs that you can make it. Okay. Sorting is there, is a big program, sorting will be there. So instead of that, we will be going to adapt the request for the one change that instantly that it should be changing. So the only that particular part is going to get changes. Those things that refactoring of the rewriting of the programs that you can able to do it. Then subsystems will be there. Okay, for the large systems, maintenance of that is going to be very difficult, and it requires frequent maintenance always. Subsystems are going to be more frequently adapted to the change. So this reengineering involves efforts to make their easier to maintain. It's nothing but reengineering. If you are going to consider, it will be very easy for the maintenance team to adapt the change. Okay. Restructuring and redocumenting of the programs or documentation. Advantage is reduced risk and reduced cost. It means to say that here risk has been reduced, means there is no risk in the new software development. Old system only that people are going to use it anyway. Then there is no stuffing problem, and there is no specification problems, because you are not having that addiction with the change environment. So only everything is going to be existed in that, only they will be going to change the way of execution, that's it. So it reduces the risk. Then cost is also going to be reduced, because you are not going for the new development of the software. How that process is going to get executed, here you can see engineering process. First is the original program is there, then source code translation that you can able to do it. Reverse engineering is one stage, and other is program structure improvement that you are going to make it. Reverse engineering, the program documentation, it has to be done. Okay. Then program modularization, step by step, that is module wise that you should be structured. Then here from the program structure environment, restructure programs that you can able to write. Then it should be given to the program modularization. Re-engineering programs means nothing but the way in which that output that it is going to appear, similar way that you will be going to get it. Okay, re-engineering of the programs. Then data re-engineering, the way in which you will be going to give the data. Okay, step by step we can able to increase the data, and stress testing that we can able to do it. This original data also you can give it, and the re-engineered data also you can able to give that, so that finally you will be going to get the re-engineered data, so that the output will be going to get a proper manner. So you will be going to have three different steps in this. One is program documentation, re-engineered program, and re-engineered data. The same thing it is given here in the steps. Okay, the activities which we have seen in the diagram is source code translation. So we are going to convert the old code to the new code. Okay, new language that is getting implemented in that. Reverse engineering. Here the program is going to be understood and analyzed, and it is getting adapted into the change. Structure improvement. Program structure improvement. The database connectivity, database functions, okay, those things restructured and automatically it should be understandable. Those things are going to be done in this program structure environment. Improvement it is going to be. Okay. Modularization, grouping of the structures. Okay, program structures are going to be grouped and reorganized in such a way that instead of writing 2 to 3 programs, one program only that you will be able to do it, or 2 to 3 structures are going to be there, and instead of 2 to 3 structures you are going to have those things in the for one structure itself. Data reengineering means duplicates are going to be removed. There is a cleanup of restructuring the system data. Whenever that request is going to be done, so duplicate data are going to get created. So that should get avoided in this case. The same thing is going to tell here also. Okay. So whenever that the second line that you can able to see down line, when it starts, the cost is going to get increases here. Increased cost it is going to be. So first is the automated source code conversion, program restructuring, okay, automatic program restructured, automated restructuring of manual changes, then program data restructuring, program structuring plus architectural changes. All these things whenever that you are going to make step by step, the cost is going to increase like anything. Okay. Refactoring. Here refactoring is one of the process for improving the program. Okay, it should not go slow. Whenever that you are going to get execute the programs, it should not go slow, and degradation of the process, it should not be changed to the degradation. And refactoring is possible. It's a penetrative maintenance it is doing. So before it is getting maintenance, you'll be going to provide the solution for that. Okay, then you'll be going to modify the programs to improve its structure. The reason is more complexity if it is going to be there, it is going to reduce that complexity, and you can able to understand that program very easily. And this refactoring will approach for the functionalities which is going to be going to improve the overall performance of the system. For that purpose, refactoring is going to be done in the case of applications. What is the difference between refactoring and re-engineering? Re-engineering is going to be said that it is maintained in the, sometimes the maintenance cost is going to increase, but in case of excuse me, automated tools, if you are going to use it, then the cost is going to get reduced here. Refactoring is, it's a continual process. It is a continual process. Always it is going to be, the throughput is going to be considered for the evolution process. Evolution process is nothing but new changes in the system that it is going to get adapted. So here in the refactoring is a continual process, and the cost is going to increases here, and maintenance is going to be costly in case of refactoring. Why it is costly? And there's a sentence it is saying in this, bad smells in program code, means why the cost is going to increase? Because of the duplicate codes, long methods, switch case statements. If you want to use more switch case statements, the complexity is going to increases over there. Okay. Long methods if you are going to use for the outputs, that is very difficult, means the time taken to execute those things are going to be more than that. and